Hello everybody, HectiX here, and welcome to the series finale for Gravel. This is going to be the last episode, so we do have the final league to take care of, all the way here at the end. So, I will be back in a moment after the cutscene. And there we have it. So, I assume that will be the last cutscene. I could be wrong. There might be one more after all of this, you would think. If not, then, well, that was our last cutscene for the game. So first things first, we've got trophy trucks here in the Florida Stadium. So what do I want to pick? I think I may go with the BMW, just because it's got more torque. And I'm going to need all the torque I can get for this. So yep, I'm going to go with the BMW. Yeah, we'll go with the normal one. And let's do this. 5 laps. And here we are for our first event. So we've got, again, 5 laps around here. Now, hopefully this goes well. Again, as we've already established, I'm not a fan of the trophy trucks, so let's give this a go. And what the heck? Okay, I thought it would just be me versus him in a head-to-head. I was not expecting it to be me versus all of them. Okay, so that changes things. That's going to make things probably a little bit more difficult. Well, just a little bit. Damn it, Parker. Pushed me way wide there. I was hoping to get around him. Oh, Watanabe giving me a good shunt right there. Excuse me. Take that from you. Down a gear. Thought I accidentally put into second gear, so that's why I shifted up. Excuse me, Parker. I'd very much like to get around you. Thank you. And I'll take that from Walker as well. And I'm probably going to lose that in a moment. Yep. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not very good with the trophy trucks at all. I know, it doesn't suit my driving style. Oh, there we go. So now we just gotta pass Carter up here. I do believe that said it was, right? Yes. So we just gotta pass him, and then there we go. So yeah, they're definitely quicker through there, although I think I'm just spinning the wheels the entire time. I think that's why I'm losing so much time. I'm trying to be gentle with the throttle, but that doesn't seem to be working too well. Like, I'm only giving it half throttle right now, and it's kind of still spinning the wheels. And they're still getting a better run through the corners than me. So, we've got this and one more lap to try and catch up to Carter here. So, didn't mean to give him a bit of a shunt there. I will try and go around him, though. There we go. And there we go. So, we've got our position. Well, the ideal position. Now let's just hold on to it. And not mess this up, because I'd rather not have to do this race again. There we go. Probably should have put that into second gear. Whoops. So, nice and gentle with the throttle, and I'm still probably too slow through there. I wouldn't be surprised. Although through there, I think I'm definitely quicker than them. But I'm definitely slower through that hairpin. I'm quicker under the bridge, but that's about it. Other than that, they pretty much more or less have me beat. But there we go. This race is done and dusted. Now, I don't know if the next race is going to be trophy trucks. I hope not. But there we go. We still managed to win by 2.1 seconds. Not bad, not bad. Now, did we get anything? Probably not. Yeah, thought so. So, let's move on. Okay, so next up, we have a what? A lapped race with the Speed Cross cars. Nice. This is going to be fun. What to use, you know? We've only used the Countryman here once. But I think I'm going to have to go with the Polo. Yeah, I'm going with the Polo. Now, we did get this lever, which is exactly the same, except the back is red instead of yellow. As well as the wing mirror is red, so, you know what, we'll go with that. So, let's... Oh, it's wet. Okay, so at least it's not raining. So, let's get into this. And here we are for our second event. Again, it is wet, but at least it's not raining, and at least it's not nighttime. So, I'm quite happy with that. Now let's kick all their butts in this Polo. I love the way that sounds. And away we go. Damn, the acceleration is so good on these cars. And I'm already in the lead. Go figure. Now let's see if we can increase that and not royally mess this up. Ooh, yeah, the lack of turn in there. Damn. Well, that's what happens when you have a wet track. Take it nice and easy through there. Bring that down. Don't want to spin the car out, because I can do that. It is a wet surface, after all, correct? So... Oop. Hit the wall. Didn't mean to do that. Now I just gotta get used to driving this again, considering, well, it's been a little bit since I've driven the Polo. Can't remember just how short the gear ratios are, and they are very short. Oh my god, they are short as hell right now. But then again, it is a nice change compared to the trophy trucks. These will actually corner really well, and they actually have some speed about them. So... I'm not driving a massive boat, which is nice. But there we go. We're on to our third lap. Well, we've been on our third lap for a little bit. Only one more to go when we cross the line. Ooh, a little bit of a hit there. Just hoping to have a clean lap. Oh well. Let's see if we can make the last one a clean lap. And I assume, yeah, right there. Okay. So the finish line is just before where the dirt section there starts. Okay. I couldn't quite tell where it was. There's no actual, you know, setup for the actual finish line. So, yeah, I couldn't quite tell where it actually was. And it's going to be a hit, yeah. Oh, well. So much for a clean lap. Still pulled a heck of a margin to them, holy crap. And there we go. Cross the line. So yeah, they don't have anything set up, so I couldn't even tell that that was the finish line. Oh well. Now how much did we kick their asses by? I'm gonna say 5 seconds. Oh, 6. Okay. I undershot myself a little bit there. Oh well. So, kicked his butt. Well, all of their butts. And we probably didn't get anything, right? Oh no, we got a livery for the Fiesta, and that's it. So, let's start our next event, shall we? Okay, so next up, what do we have? We've got another lap race with Extreme Class A cars again. So, we still don't have this yet, because we haven't finished this actual event. So, we can't use that. We've used this at least twice, I do believe, not including my redo of one particular race. We've used the Delta S4 pretty much all of last episode, so I think I'm going to go with the Astra this time, just because we've used it the least so far. So yeah, these are the liveries, so it's just the default, and this one, we don't have this one yet. Level 59 for that one. And we have Parker's livery. So I'm going to stick with this one, which is what it was already set to. And let's get into this. And here we are for our third event. Now this will be my second try at this. I went the entire race just fine, and then I messed up the final corner. They passed me on it. Swung out a bit too wide. So yeah. Let's actually win this race now, shall we? And away we go. So the Astra isn't too bad around here. Definitely not struggling for pace. Oop, sorry, Walker. Also, you can count that a bit as payback, because he's the one that passed me right on the last corner. So I'll give him a bit of a shunt there, just show some aggression, even though it really wasn't needed. Whoop. Excuse me, Carter. Oop, sorry. I did not want to hit him there. So, there we go. Back through this section again. There we go. That was good. Well, swung out still a little bit too wide there. Now let's not royally mess up this corner again, because it caught me out completely. There we go. I am hugging the hell out of the inside now. I do not feel like being passed on the inside through there anymore. There we go. Kept our momentum up. Now this is a 5-speed. Okay. Just wondering. Tried to shift into 6th gear, but don't have one. There we go. Well, we're getting a decent lead now. So definitely better than the previous run. I actually didn't have any lead whatsoever by the end of the race, so definitely on for a better time and just generally a better pace this time. There we go. Swinging that way too wide. Way too wide. There we go. Hard on the brakes. I am not messing this up. I will be slower on the entrance, but I would rather have a better run on the exit. Just because I can keep my foot down pretty much through this entire section. Minus a slight lift, but that's okay. Now, I don't think I need to shift into 5th gear through there, considering, well, it's not a very long straightaway. And I'm not really over-revving the engine through there to begin with, so probably won't need 5th gear for this track. Well, at least for this car anyway. So yeah, we've definitely pulled quite a decent lead. A little bit too wide through there. Let's see if we can make this second hairpin better. There we go. Not bad. Off the jump. Hard on the brakes. And there we go. So now we can floor it right to the end. I did not get past on the final corner, thankfully. There we go. And across the line. That is the third event done and dusted. So how much did we win by this time? 2.7 seconds. Not bad, considering, well, the last attempt didn't go well. So yeah, definitely a good run this time. So did we get anything? Probably not. Yeah, thought so. So let's move on to our next race. Okay, so our next race is what? Cross Country A, and it is a checkpoint race here in Namibia. Okay, this doesn't seem so bad. Now, what are we going to choose this time? We've used everything here. There hasn't been a single vehicle we have not used. Now, I don't remember if I had a favorite in this lineup, or stumbled there, in this lineup. There we go. Although I think I might go with the Hummer. Either that or I'm going to go with the Bulldog. You know what? I'm going to go with the Bulldog. Why not? Yeah, we'll keep the livery we had on it. It looks the best. So, there we go. Clear weather, and it's dusk. So let's get into it. And here we are in Namibia. So it has been a little while since we've used the Bulldog here. Now I do remember after doing some setting tweaks to it, it became a much more competitive vehicle. So I am hoping this race goes relatively smoothly. Shouldn't be too much of a handful. So yeah, we should be okay. Now I want to stay out of this water as much as possible, considering it does slow me down quite a significant amount. And we already have the lead. And this vehicle does have a 6th gear. I completely forgot about that. Couldn't remember whether or not it was a 5-speed or a 6-speed vehicle. So I'm going to slow it down here, if I remember correctly. Yep, there we go. So we did do this layout the past few episodes, but we did the reverse version of it. So it's nice to finally go back the appropriate way. It also means we get the super steep hill here for the final time. There we go. Bring that down. And whoop, swung that a bit too wide. Don't want to hit the porta potty. That would suck. That would definitely suck for me and whoever's inside. But there we go. Through the hairpins here in the quarry. Got a decent lead. Not really running away with it, so... Well, at least they're being somewhat competitive. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt there. There we go. Want to shift up into 5th. Actually, this thing's got some very short gear ratios for what it is. I thought the gearing would be a little bit longer, and it keeps catching me out. Slow it down through there. Swinging out a bit too wide. Now, if I remember correctly, we've got a jump here. Now, I'm definitely not going to cut it too much, because I do remember going flying off of this at one point. There we go. Bit of a hard landing. Apparently that was a perfect landing. Didn't seem like it, considering the front end went completely off the ground. There we go. Slow it down for this. At least the water helps a little bit there. I can use it as a brake, but I don't want to slow down too much. Now, where's the next checkpoint? It's right there. Okay. Couldn't quite see it. So now we got to go through here. Now, wasn't there a overhead rock formation I had to go through? I think that's on this layout. I could... Oh, yep, there it is. Thought so. So, go through here, underneath the rocks. Ooh, bit of a bump there on the inside. That threw me out a little bit wide there. That was not a very good corner. Through the chicane. Really need to slow that down. I remember messing that up at one point. I don't want to do that again. So we've got, I think it's pretty much just a straight shot to the end, right? Yeah, there's the finish line up ahead there in the distance. So as long as I don't somehow hit a bump to send me flying or hit a tree, we should be fine for this race. There we go. And across the line. Another race done. Only one more to go. So what? I'm going to say 5 seconds. Ah, I undershot myself again. Almost 6. Not too bad. So, one more race to go. Now, did we get anything for that? We got a livery for the T100, and that is all. So, let's end the game with the final race. Okay, so, the final race. What is it? Another head-to-head? I do think it's just going to be me and him this time. So that's what it should be. So Extreme Class A vehicles. So we're back at the iron mine. Actually, it's been a decent amount of time since we've been here. So what do I want to use? Well, who am I kidding? I'm going to use the Astra again. I've used everything else so much, so there we go. So we've got 2 laps around here. Let's get this on. And here we are for the final race. So we've got 2 laps around here. It's nighttime, but it's not raining, so that's nice. Now hopefully this Astra is competitive enough against his Delta there. So away we go. Now I can't remember if we've been on this layout. I think we have, but it has been a decent amount of time. Yeah, I do remember this layout. If I remember correctly, there's a very nasty jump right at the end. If I hit it wrong or too quickly, I am going to completely ruin the run. So I do got to remember that. Although, as well, this track has a lot of hairpins. Considering I am in a quarry here in Australia, so what can you expect? I'm going to have a little bit of a lift through there. A little bit of a lift there as well. Do not want to hit that cliff face. That would not go well. Bring that down. And he seems to be struggling for pace. Wonder why. I figured he'd be quite... Whoop. That's not good. I'm definitely going to bring that down, and he's going to hit me. Or not. So let's see if we can catch back up to him. I actually genuinely thought he was going to hit me right there. But considering my pace is definitely significantly higher through that first section, well, that first half of the lap, I think this is still going to be doable, even though we only have 1 more lap to do. So as long as I can keep my momentum high through these sections, as well as have a late apex through there, don't turn in too much, should be good. Provided I don't royally mess up the jump. See if we can get him on this hairpin. There we go. A little bit of a dive bomb. Thank you. Take that position back from you. Hopefully we don't also mess up that same corner again on the final lap, because that would not go well. Slow it down through here. There we go. Now let's not mess up this jump here. Take it nice and easy. There we go. There. Good. Just got to do that 1 more time and we should be fine. And I'm glad I remembered that, because if I didn't, I would have gone sailing into the grandstand there. Well, at least where all the spectators would be. And that would not be a good thing. Bring it down. There we go. So let's see if we can open our lead here, considering he is somewhat slower through this section compared to me. So there we go. Also, I find it amusing the fact that I go on about avoiding the cliff face, and then literally a corner later I end up in the cliff face itself. That's not good at all. Bring that down, and there we go. Now let's have a decent section through here. I am going to have quite a lift through this corner. I'm actually going to brake a little bit. There we go. Should be fine throughout the rest of this. Should be okay. Yeah, I'm going to have a little bit of a brake there. Wasn't feeling confident enough that I would clear that without hitting the cliff face again. There we go. Now we start our hill climb, well, our ascent back up the mountain. It's all in the wrong gear through there. That's going to cost me a bit. But it seems like we're running away with this now. I actually thought he would prove to be a little bit more of a handful for his head-to-head event, but that doesn't seem to be the case. In fact, so far, I think he's been the easiest one. Funny enough. Either that, or it's just the AI doesn't really like this track, and I'm just so much quicker at it, I don't know. But there we go. Now we just gotta not mess up this jump. Good, I can go through the branches there. I was worried I wouldn't be able to go through that. And there we go. Gravel is now complete. The last race is done. victory for me. And how much did we beat him by? 5 seconds. Ah, I overshot this time. Almost 4.5. But there we go. That's gravel finished. So what did we get? Our final unlock. We got the Delta ECV, bunch of liveries for all the cars, as well as 2 new achievements. So there we go. Just a bunch of liveries, which is what you would expect. My god, there's a lot of them. There we go. Ah, we're almost level 58. Dang. Kind of hoping we would get that. Now, let's see if there's a closing cutscene or not. I'd assume there would be. And there you have it. Gravel is now fully completed, minus the DLC stuff. So if people want me to do the DLC stuff, I may do it at some point. I would more than likely just wait for a very large sale to do them, because they are quite expensive. And they don't give you very much. Well, at least Fire and Ice is quite expensive. The other ones are like $5, although I still may wait for a sale to do them. But outside of that, everything is completed. All the events done. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching not just this episode, but the entire series. It means a lot. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did making it. And with that, I will see you all in the next game. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. And I will see you all in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.